How's it going, everybody? We are back with another video. This time we're going to be doing a review of the WLMouse Beast X. Now this is a mouse that in my opinion is perfect, and mind you, there are a few things that I dislike about it, but that's just because of me, like how I feel about it. But aside from that, like, my opinions aren't like obviously going to be your guys' opinions or experience with it if you end up getting this mouse, but in my opinion it's absolutely perfect. Now this is the box it comes in right here. I actually really like how the box looks. It comes with a little magnetic thing you can open right here, and this is what's inside. There's usually something that goes here. As you can see, there's a cutout right here, but I'll show you that in a second. See, boom. And now mind you, what comes inside here is this, and what the cutout that's in the back is this right here, which I will get into that in a minute. But for now, let's open this. I do like that it came with a case. I haven't seen any other mouse that comes like this, which I think is phenomenal in my opinion. So when you open it, you get the cable right here, which it is a, how do I say, like, it's not a rubber cable, it's a braided cable. There you go. Mind you, this one's all thrown about because I usually don't use the cable even to charge. Like, I just have it sitting there for, like, I have another cable basically using for my my USB dongles, so this one ain't the one. But yeah, it's a braided cable. Mind you, it has this padding right here, which I think is pretty cool, to separate the mouse. And mind you, on the first part right here, this is a little storage space right here. You can put things in there, like, even aside from the braided cable, you could put headphones, whatever else. Say like you're on the go, this is the perfect thing to take with you. Now what comes in here is you have the mouse itself. Just let me get this out of here. It has a little, let me show you. It has a little, I don't know what to call it. I see like a band that kind of holds the mouse down in place. Here's the mouse itself. I love how this thing looks. It also gives you the options of picking what skates you want on there. You can do like a solid strip, as you can see, like the actual size of right there. Same one thing with the bottom down here, but I chose to put on the dots. These are the dot skates that come with it. And now inside of here, you also have the little dongle right here. If it'll come out, I don't know why it's so rough, but yeah. You can plug that into the little receiver that you got in there. And one of the other cool things is if you do want to do 8K and stuff like that, it gives you an actual little cat kind of thing. The eyes glow whenever you plug it in. It looks really cool. I can actually show you guys real quick if you want. Let me go ahead and show you. So that's there. I'm just going to turn it real quick just so you guys can see it. Mind you, I have another mouse plugged in, so I'm going to have to do this a different kind of way. There we go. Okay, sorry I had to mess with this a little bit. Now here's the dongle, or the receiver. You plug it in, and look, it glows. The eyes glow. That's so cool. It's a cat in case you can't see it, but there's the ears. The tail is right there on the side, as you can see, and this is how it looks when you turn it on, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So yeah, that's the receiver right there. And then, like I said, you also have the little USB, right there. I'm putting this back in here. Now, oh yeah, okay, let's cover this real quick. This is what comes in the very back of the box right here, which I think this is very cool, by the way. Another reason why this mouse is, justified in its price and stuff, which I'll get to in a little bit. You get all these types of grip tape right here, which, as you can see, there are quite a few, like literally quite a few for different types of sizes and stuff like that. It also came with a this inside right here. At first I thought it was a pamphlet of how to use it, but it wasn't. It's actually more grip tape and different types of skates on it. I have another types that came with it, or other types that came with it, which they are PTFE. These are Teflon skates. They came with also PTFE dots and regular skates, but I have those put up somewhere. But yeah, as you can see, you have the grips here, and you also have white grips right here in case you want something different, as well as the cleaning pads. I never use these, that's why they're still exactly the way they came. But I think this and this together, like, dude, this is a steal. Like, a lot of mice companies aren't doing this, so the fact that they did that, huge W for, well, WLMouse. But yeah, this is awesome in my opinion. But okay, so overall, I think this mouse is awesome. Before I start naming the good things about it, let me just name the 2 reasons why I don't like it. One, the side buttons. The side buttons are really small. I don't know if you can see that. They're really small. So if you're someone like me with a big thumb and I'm using this, you have to be really careful about how you click it. As you can see it right there, there's the side buttons, and look how big my thumb is compared to, you know, me having to do it. Like, I have to click it with the very tip of my finger just to get it to make sure I don't hit it wrong, because there have been times when I've pushed both and nothing has happened. So you gotta worry about that. And one of the major things that makes it bad for me, and wouldn't be bad for you maybe depending on who you are, is the mouse size itself. If you don't have grips on here, or if you're someone like me who has a really big hand, like if you see, look, my palm completely covers this. So when I use it, it literally becomes a fingertip mouse. Like, my palm never touches it, because usually when I, like, say the super light right here, usually when I play, I go palm, like my palm touches it, and then I do my grip. So that's what I usually do when I, you know, when I'm gaming, obviously. But with this one, if I do put my palm on it, my fingers are too big to where when I pull my thumbs back, it looks like a really ugly position and it's very uncomfortable. So I have to completely turn it into a fingertip grip mouse, which is okay. Like, it is manageable. I'm just saying it's not my preference. So that's, like, everything I'm telling you, they're not really like complaints. They're just, you know, to me, they're just, you know, like they pertain to me basically. But this mouse is still good overall. I tried squeezing it and it didn't flex at all. There was no issues with the battery. It has a long battery life. I don't know exactly how long, but I used it for like a week without charging it and I didn't have any issues. But the scroll wheel feels really good. You can feel every single bump that's on there. The clicks, those are the left and right mouse click. Here are the side buttons. So as you see, everything sounds good. And the skates that they come stock with, like I said, these aren't stock because they're not on there. It comes like blank and you choose what you want on there. But the skates that they come with, it's a really good skate. Like, it isn't, you know, like, it sounds scratchy, yeah, but after using, because I haven't changed these are the same dot skates I had on the since I got it, when I used it for a whole week so I can make the video. But they're hardly worn down at all. Like, as you can see, it still goes, you know, it still moves. But so let's get into how much it weighs. And mind you, when I do the weight, it goes by grams. So let's go ahead and put this down. This weighs 42 grams is what it says. I'm gonna test it again to make sure. Now it's saying 41. Now it's saying 42, so we're gonna go with 42 grams. But yeah, it's a really lightweight mouse. Like, I have no issues with it, no complaints, things like that. It feels wonderful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and measure it. This is something I didn't do in my last video, which was measure the last few mice I did, but yeah. I can leave it in the comments if you guys want, just ask for it and I'll go ahead and measure it for you. So we're gonna go from back to front, which from here, as you can see, let me go around. From back to front, it's about almost 5 inches, 4.5 around there. Yeah, so it's not too big at all. Anything, if anything, it might be on the smaller side in my opinion, because let me see. So the super light is literally one of my favorite mice as far as size wise. Let's see how that measures. Yeah, even the super light feels like it's 5 inches right on the dot. So like I said, this one's a bit more on the smaller side. But yeah, like I said, it's not impossible to use. Like I said, it just, for me, it would go from from how I usually play games, which is palm claw, like this. This is how I usually hold the mice when I'm playing, which is a palm claw hybrid. But this one, I just can't really like get a good grip on it. When I do, it feels like my hand feels really ugly. So it turns into a fingertip grip mouse is how I usually hold it. But yeah, guys, let me know if you have any more questions. Like I said, this is a perfect mouse. Like, if they made, mind you, this only comes in one size. Well, I need to show you that also. Here's where you can get it at the actual WLMouse site. You can go to the Beast right here, and you got different ones: the Beast Meow, Beast Mini Pro, Beast X Pro, Beast X Max, and they have all kinds of them. Like different types of pulling rates, different kinds of weights, different kinds of switches on the inside, things like that. and you know, it all comes down to preference. But different colors, by the way. Like, some of these are sold out, so you don't, like, as you can see, some of these have X's on them. I don't know if you can see it, but the ones that have X's through them that are sold out, you can't even click on them. Like, you can't even see a picture of them. But black, silver, purple, white. Yeah, see, some of these are sold out. Blue, pink. It looks like there's an orange one too, but for some reason you can't click on it. It's not even sold out. And there's also a neon rose, even though you can't. These last two aren't sold out, but for some reason you can't see them. But I ended up getting the black one just because I prefer those in my mouse. Usually black or white, and this one I went the black one. But yeah, it's a really nice looking mouse. This is I'm assuming a FinalMouse type of clone, you know, that style with like the holes in it and stuff like that. And like I said, it's a really good mouse. Like I said, I have aside from those two things about the mouse, the side clicks being really small, and the side buttons being very small, and the how do I say? And the mouse being a small, you know, small for my hand size, you know, how I'd have to hold it in a claw type of, or like a fingertip mouse kind of style. That's really it. But other than that, I think this mouse is perfect. It also uses how do I say, software, how do I say? God damn it. The software that you use for it is it's a what's it called? A web-based software. Sorry, my mind was farting over here. But yeah, you don't have to download any type of software. Everything's on the internet, so you can go on there and it's a web-based software. They literally have it on here. All I have to do is hit software, and then mouse, and then boom. If it's connected and it's on, it'll tell you on here, you know, which one it is. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. A lot of them don't do that kind of stuff, so I think that's really awesome. But yeah, guys, this mouse is absolutely perfect. I do like it. The price of it, if I'm not mistaken, if I just saw, was like $140, which that's a bit steep in my opinion, but like you would probably pay the same, a little more for a Superlight, which gives you just the cord, which is a rubber cord, a some cheap, nasty, you know, and by the way, they are cheap. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love this mouse, like with everything. This is my favorite mouse in the whole world. But the wire it comes with, the Superlight, trash. The grip tape it comes with, trash. The skates that it comes stock with, trash. I'm just being straight up with you. I'm not even gonna lie. But this, in my opinion, if more companies did stuff like this, where you get the option of using the mouse that's the cat receiver. I mean, not to be a cat receiver, but I'm saying, like, you know, a different type of them, like a big receiver, a small receiver, you know, 3 different types of skates that come with it, whether it be Teflon, PTFE, you know what I mean, like, and also all these different types of grips that came with it, you know, like, that's cool. That just shows that they want you to customize it to how you want it, you know, specifically for you, and them not just be like, well, it's a mouse, you take it how you get it, and that's it. Like, to me, that's something mouse companies should do, like 5, even 10 years ago. Like that makes sense. But in like this new era of like how people like things their way, and you know, they want to make it to where it fits to their personality, like this is what you want. Not, you know, other mice where they just have it pre-made, and some of them don't even come with grip tape. Some of them are just like, there's the mouse, that's it, here you go. There's the mouse, the dongle, the wire, that's all you get. This thing even came with its own case, obviously, but I mean, this is fantastic. This thing is awesome. I mean, I was a bit nervous to do it, but I tested it. I put the mouse in there and I dropped it, and like I kept dropping it over and over to see if it would dent, scratch, break. Nothing did. Everything went perfectly fine. And the fact that you also get this with it too, as opposed to just the case for the mouse, that's fantastic, dude. Like this thing is fucking perfect. Like I said, this isn't even my main mouse. Like I said, I usually use the Superlight as my, you know, my in-game mouse. But if I had to pick like another one, or like if there were a bigger version of this, I would main it absolutely. But like I said, it's a perfect mouse in my opinion. If you have a small to medium hands, obviously I have large hands, medium to small hands or whatever, this is your mouse. This is your mouse. It is absolutely worth it in my opinion. Everything that comes with it, you're getting your money's worth 100%. And it's built tough, man. It isn't, I'm squeezing it as hard as I can, and it's not flexing at all. Yeah, like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like this thing is built tough, and it's awesome. Like I said, in my opinion, it's worth it. You guys know me. I'm one of those people who says mice shouldn't cost over $100, no matter, you know, what they do or what they did to it or how much whatever, no mouse should be over $100. But this one, with all the stuff it comes with, it's kind of being justified in my opinion. Like even my hit scan, which like I said, that's definitely one of my in games right there. Like if I had to pick, like if I was traveling somewhere and I had to pick a mouse, it would be that hit scan one. But this right here, this price is justified for everything you get with it. Like more companies should do this. So if mice companies watch this video, learn from WLMouse, because this is what your people want, in my opinion. You should get more for your money, 100%. But yeah, guys, that's it right here. This is the video right here. This is the WMouse Beast X 8K. And like I said, it's a WMouse and literally a W mouse. But yeah, guys, that's it. I appreciate you watching the video. If you got any questions, go ahead and comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.